I am the owner and creator behind CarolJo's, which is a creative community that we can all just come together and share our fun and knowledge and everything about jewelry making and running small businesses. Hi, Cece. Hi, Ashley. I'm going to bring up my backup account so I can see TikTok's comments easier. And then, there we go. All right. If we can, on TikTok, share out. We already got over 10, so awesome. Thank you, Ashley, for sharing, and Rose is also in there. Hey, Jade! And if we get 10,000 likes, we'll start doing giveaways today. All right, so here's my speech that I have on my thing. I am reading it because I'm still trying to learn it. It says, here at CarolJo's, we do a little bit of everything. It's not about jewelry. It's about connections. It's about creativity and about having fun while we learn together. We have each week 2 tutorials where I show you how to make beautiful jewelry and accessories step by step. We have 2 chats where we talk about tips, tricks, and answers to your questions about jewelry making or running your small business. And then we have several live events throughout the week. This is where you can claim the items to be used to make the items in our tutorials, or new treasures for your own collections to make your own creations. Today we are doing a tutorial. Oh boy. Hi, Amy. Hi, Gladys. And hi, Robin. I think I'm caught up on everybody who has said hi. If you guys want to say hi in the chats, that's fine. We'll get you there. But today, like I said, it's about a tutorial. Today's tutorial is called Serene Drop Earrings. I showed it to you guys yesterday. Oh, I do have them on here. We're going to make this pair of earrings, but we're going to do different colors of the teardrops. What you need to make this pair of earrings, these are an 11 by 8 teardrop. It's a faceted teardrop glass bead. You're going to need 6 of those. The chain that we have that they're on is a hematite, or not hematite. It is a gunmetal chain. And then we have the earrings. I'm using fish hook earrings. The chain that we're using, it's attached to here. I still got to get it ready. This is Hi Poo 44. This is the chain we're going to be using. And then the other thing that you're going to need that you don't see, it's in here. Oh no, you poor thing. Hi, Silver. I gotta see. Is it Permadro? Is that how? It's not Silver. It's Sylvie. Sorry. I got the white in my shirt and I can't see them very well. We're going to need head pins also. I am just using, let's see if it tells me, a 40 millimeter head pin. I was going to say, I remember being on my last one and nothing smelled good. Nothing tasted right. And they decided they should sit on the tube that goes from your bladder to your kidney, or from your kidneys to your bladder. It wasn't fun, but let me tell you, worth it at the end. Yep, my 49ers. I love my 49ers, and they won this week. Woohoo! So we'll need 6 of the head pins. So that is what we're going to use for supplies. I'm going to, because these are earrings, you guys will know, I usually use a wire wrap around the post of the head pin most times. But today, because we're making earrings, we are going to be using our loop turner. This is the 1.5 millimeter loop turner. So that's the size hole or loop that we're going to make at the top. Oh, you will. You're getting so close. And then I have 2 chain nose pliers. Well, thank you very much, Nicholas, but I am very, very happily married. So just to let you know, 13 years or 12 years? 12 years. I'll go to 13 already. I've been with him for 18. The one-step looper I don't use as often because I want to make sure things are secure, but on an earring, you're not going to be hard and tough on things. So I will use it on my earrings instead of doing that. So that is my little tidbit, everybody, is when making earrings, just use the one-step looper most of the time. How's that? And we need 2 pliers. And the reason why we need 2 of them is because of the chain. The chain we are using is a non-soldered chain. That means each link on the chain has an opening in it that you can open and adjust how much you want. So we're going to open up that chain, get what we want, and then close it up. Hello, Teresa. So that is we need 2 pliers. I have 3 different colors to make earrings with. We have the dark blue, or they probably will call this medium blue. We have the green, and I have no idea what they want to call this one, but I call it like an amber color. We'll find out tonight on our bead event what the name is, because I have not stickered it yet for the bead event. So we're going to have all 4 colors, the 3 that I just showed, and this one up at the bead event. They're ready to go. I just got a sticker up and they're ready to go. We got a love. Yep, he appreciates me. Thank you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make these earrings. Hello, Joya. So it's amber too, Joya too, for that color. I have no idea what it's going to be. We'll find out tonight because I haven't done I'm about halfway ready for tonight's event. How's that sound? I'm going to point everybody down. TikTok will be able to see your comments if I look at my backup account. YouTube, I will not be able to see your comments when we're going down. So here we go, everybody. Yes, if you could, Rose, that would be great. You might be able to answer some questions. I'm going to say this to everybody on YouTube. TikTok has words that we cannot use or we get restricted. And so, Nicholas, I cannot answer your questions without getting that. So there is going to be one of my moderators is going to come over and she's going to help in the chat answer your question, okay? And if you can't see it, Rose, let me know, okay? I know it sounds really weird, but we can put all the info over here. We just can't over here. So give her a moment and she will be over. As always, if you like what you are seeing, please either subscribe or follow, because we do this multiple times a week. Twice a week we do tutorials. All right, I'm going to get everything set up so you guys can see what we have. We need, for each pair of earrings, 6 of the head pins. There's 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get the extra ones off the table for right now. We're going to start with the ember ones. I'm going to need 6 of those. So there's 3 and 3. And then I'm going to put this one away. We will need 2. There's my list of colors, but you guys can't see them because they fell down without them being up. We have 2 of the fish hook wires for earrings. And then for our chain, on this one, I used 9. And when I looked at them, I'm like, 9's okay, but I might be able to go to 8 or 10. So we're gonna just kind of play this one and do different links in each one of our earrings. It's just gonna make it a little bit longer or shorter. Okay, you can decide how many links you want. So this first one with this one, I am going to do them as 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we find the 8th link, find where our opening is at. You just run your fingernail or your finger on it. You can feel it. Grab one plier in one hand, another plier in another hand. We are going to take and go one towards me and one away from me to open up that link of chain. We've got that taken off, and now we're going to close it up by going the opposite direction. So we're going to do that way. And that is our 8 for one of the earrings. And we're going to do this. No, I've got lever backs coming, Joya. So there are others that want those. I have some coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just don't have any in stock right now. And then once again, once towards you and once away. Okay, so we've got those 2. One thing I forgot to grab was my glasses. With this one, I do need glasses to see this. So I need to put those on. Okay, we're going to put all 6 of the beads on the head pins. 3 are going to go on one earring, 3 on the other. I always usually do an odd number when we are doing things, because odd numbers appeal to the eye more than even. I put on, these are the faceted teardrops, so they have a smaller top than the bottom. So I put the bigger bottom on at the, or bigger size of the bead on the bottom. So that's how I put those on. We're going to grab our one-step looper. We're going to put, if you notice, we put our bead there. We put this through the holes of the one-step looper. We're going to push this together. I always grab my little end and throw it away. Now, this is where it looks like I always take this and push it towards me a little bit and then open it and take it off. When I pull it towards me, do you see how we've got that little bit of that circle that goes kind of around? If I didn't, it would be more straight. So I'm giving it more of that circle when I bend it towards me. We are going to open up that loop that was created like that, and we are going to put it on the bottom of the chain. And then we take our pliers and we close that up. We do want, if you notice, we do want to close that up so there isn't an opening on that loop where that can fall off. All right. That stinks, Melissa. Does it help if you go out and come back in? Now we're going to do our second one. So we're going to create that loop. I just put this through there, if you notice, and then we've got this. And when this comes up there, we're just setting that nicely there. We're not getting it too tight and we're not going too loose. Just nice, and I don't want to say snug because you want it to be able to move. If it doesn't move, you have the potential to break the glass with the one-step looper. Push that together, grab this end, throw that away. See how he's standing straight up? Let's bring him back towards me. And there we have our second one with the loop on the top. Okay, we'll see you tonight, Melissa. Okay, Rose is taking care of the chat over there for me. I can't read it all because it's down. I can't see it. But someone is saying hi, and I'll say hi, but I can't see what everybody's saying. Now I want to, whoops, I dropped that. I want to go up 4 links of the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want to take what I opened up on that loop and put that on the chain. Did I open my loop enough? Nope. Let's get you open a little bit more. I'm going to have to recount because I moved my finger. So I do want to get that open so it can get on the chain. And I didn't do that all the way the first time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that on. Make sure your chain is in the circle side and then close up that loop going the opposite way you just went and getting that hole closed up. Whoops, I keep moving my plier off. Sheesh. That noise is my pliers slipping off of my wire. So holy buckets, that's just been not fun. We're gonna get it. There. There. He's almost there. There we go. We got it. Whew. Yep, I got the glasses on. So we got the second one. Thanks everybody for answering questions for me. I appreciate it. We're going to do our third one for this earring. So we're going to put that through the one-step looper, push it together, throw away the end, bring that back towards me. We've got our loop. There we go, we can see it. We're going to open this up, go towards me, and on the top wire or top link of my chain, I'm going to add that last bead for this earring. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stay in there. He wants to, this one wants to slip out of the hole, the loop that we've created. And so I'm trying to get him to stay on that side. I might have to do it this way. There we go. I dropped it because he wants to come out. He keeps going on the opposite side. And what I mean by that is I can put him on my chain here. Oh, I know what I did. I opened my chain. I got to close that up. That's why he popped off. I opened the chain accidentally. Do, 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 do. There. All right, my chain is closed now. Now to get him to go on here correctly and get him to close up. And that's why you want to make sure with the one-step looper that you are getting that hole closed up and that you don't leave a little bit of a gap. Because if you leave a little bit of a gap, your chain has the potential to come off. Now, what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to take my earring wire, which is a fishhook wire. We are going to open up one end and we're going to put that wire on the chain and then close it up, and then we have our earring. I'm going to put that on the stand here. So there is the one that we're calling the amber color. We're going to make the second one. And once I get both of them up, I will move the camera up so that you guys can see it, okay? I'm going to do it another way this way. You can do it either way. I'm going to do all 3 of my beads with the one-step looper at one time. That way we only have to grab the one-step looper once. And that is, you just put that in, pull it on the other side. And we have to redo him because I broke him. I got him too close. You will hear if you're breaking the glass with the one-step looper. It sounds like grinding, and you can hear it. So I'm going to grab another one of these and not get it so tight in there. There, that's a lot better. There we go. Now we're going to grab our chain. We are going to open up our loops and put it on the first one. Wow. I'm being really rough. Yep, I got glasses on today. The reason why I always say hold on to your ends when you're doing the one-step looper or you're cutting pieces of either wire or whatever it is because I actually didn't always make sure I found them all. And one of my kids got it in her toe. There, my hole is closed. So there's our first one. Go up to the 4th length, 1, 2, 3, 4, and add in the next one. He's in between, he got into 2 pieces of chain here. There we go. We're going to close that one up. There we go. Yep, he got closed. And then we're going to do our 3rd one. Open that one up by putting that one towards you or away from you to open up that loop. There, we got that one on, and now go the opposite direction. There. He's not closed all the way. And you can play with it however you want. Sometimes I just go in and just push it together. There we go. That worked. Get that last chain here. We're going to put our earring wire into that chain and then close it up. The opening for your earring is a hole, usually at the bottom, and it's just like opening up anything else. One way towards you and the opposite way to close it. Okay. Let's see if we can get them both sitting the same way. There we go. Oh, now you're going to be all on the same side. Okay, see, you will not have control over which sides these go on. So we're going to bring this one up here. Yes, I like that. All right. So that is what this pair looks like. And when I say you won't have it, you won't get to decide. You can put them all on one side of the chain and think that they're going to stay there. But because the chain moves, they're going to move to either side. So don't spend time dwelling on all on one side of the chain versus the other or going every other way. These earrings, when you pick them up, you're going to see throughout. It's just going to do its own little thing and dangle however he wants to dangle when you put him on. So see, I can force it this way to take pictures or to show you guys, but when you wear them, they're going to do their own thing. Hey, Molly. So I want you to think about it from that aspect, is that you will not have control over that. And I know sometimes when we are doing jewelry, I am so symmetrical that everything has to be a specific way. And you don't get that with this. So I just wanted to let you know, don't worry about that, okay? So that's our first pair using what I'm going to call is the Ember color. This one, I'm going to show you the difference if I take this one off. We have one link less in the Ember than we do in this color blue. And if you look, by putting in one less, and the less is in between this one and this one. Do you see how they are closer together on this one versus this one? These two are the same as these two, but this one and this one, there's one more length. Thank you. We made this one on a live, I believe. So I want to show you how making a difference in a link can make a difference in what the earring looks like. Is it right or wrong to do either one? No, it is totally a preference thing. So next time on the next earring, I'm going to show you, I'm going to use 10 links. So this one is 9, this one is 8, and the next earring I'm going to show you, we're going to use 10. So that you can see the difference in how they lay and that type of thing. But when you look at them, to me, it doesn't make a huge difference. So I'm going to take those off of my display. We're going to do, I'm going to point you guys down and we're going to cut off our chain first because I wanted to get that out there. Hi, is it it's WWE Junior 91. Hello. All right, so yeah, I'm going to point y'all down. Here we go. There. All right, we're going to use the green color for this. And you guys are kind of crooked here on TikTok. There you go. Okay, thank you, Molly. Okay, so I'm going to open up this one. We're going to do 3 and 3. Oh, I said I was going to cut the chain, and then I got the beads. Can you tell? I just like to go from whoop, whoop. Okay. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our 10th link. Okay, we're going to open, take this off, close. You know what? I just had a thought. That's what I do too. I'm going to leave this open for a second. I want to try something. Since we have that link open, I'm wondering if you get a bent head pin, you can use the nylon pliers to straighten it. But with these beads being the size they are, you can just bend it a little bit, get it as straight as possible, and then you can put it on there. I'm going to try something here. With that open link, if I have this done, I want to make sure this is closed. So I'm going to just close it up. Okay, grab this. Put this on there. And close it up. Then I have one less that I have to worry about. He's on already. Ooh. That just gave me another idea for a different earring using these seam beads. I'm gonna do this one. Talk about ADHD squirrel. Just like my my thing said this week's post, It will find you while you're working. Creativity will find you, or not, it wasn't creativity. What was the word? Oh, why did I forget it already? I'm going to go look. Inspiration, I think, is the word. Let me go look. I got to think about it. Inspiration exists while you're working. So I just had an inspiration hit while I was working. I got another idea for earrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open this one up. Okay. Take that off and we'll put that bottom one on. And then close it up. Then I don't have to fight with that last one. Trying to get that first one that you would put on at the bottom. I don't have to fight with that one since it's already open. Let's try to work smarter, not harder. Okay, so there's our 10 links of chain. Now we're going to do these. I got to grab more head pins. We might, for the other blue ones, do the other thing that I thought of while we're making these, okay? Because I want to try them. I could do them in another live, but I'm like, hey, if we can find another way to make earrings, let's just do it right away. All right. There's one, and there's two. This will finish up the one earring. This one will be number 2 and number 3 of the second earring. Aw, that's so cute. This is called a one-step looper. You will have to go someplace else than from me to get it. I do not have that one ready to go. It creates the loop at the top of a head pin is what that tool does. For those of you that have a hard time, I got that one on really quickly. Hello. Hi, Linda. We're going to do our last one at the top. Whoops, I put that in the wrong spot, though. Well, darn it to pieces. It was easy. Okay. Yep, one-step looper, and it creates your loops. We're not going 4. We need to go 5 because this one has 10 pieces of chain in it, and I forgot that. So I'm taking this one off after it was so easy to get on and get it closed, and then it's not right. So hold on, everyone. Let me get it off, maybe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to go to the 5th one and put that one on. Now watch, he's going to be a pain in the butt to close now because it was so easy the first time when I made a boo-boo. Okay, let's close you up. Oh no, he was easy again. Woohoo! And then our top one. You know what I'm going to do on the top one? I'm going to open up that chain. I don't want to open up in the middle because in the middle, you got to worry about your top and your bottom chain. I'm going to put on my bead and I'm going to grab the earring and I'm just going to put the earring on at the same time and close it up. Let's see how easy that was. That was easy. Woohoo! Now this one is 10 chain. Then you missed the display. That is 10 links of chain for this earring. Now to me, this one is with the green. Reminds me, if we have red, which I will look and see if we'll have red on Friday night. But if you did like the red, the blue, the green, and that ember color, that would really remind me of Christmas lights. Now you guys are getting inspiration of mixing colors. Now we can create Christmas earrings. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put that one on. Well, I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. There we go. We got it in there. So as we're going, we're reinventing how to make it even easier. I hope you guys are taking tips from what I'm showing you. Sometimes you can get so stuck in a rut that you don't think about, oh, I can make it easier doing this way. And so that is what we're doing here as we're going through each pair, is how can I make this easier? Whoops, I'm going to shut this one up. Get him shut. Grab our earring. Oh, good job, Donna, for taking notes, because I'm like, holy wow. If we can just, and if anybody else has ideas of how to do it smarter, not harder, let me know. Put it in the comments. We're going to put our green bead on, and then we're going to put our earring after we've opened up that top link, and then we're going to close it up. And there is, I'm going to push this up, okay? Ooh. There we go. Here is this one. So this is with 5 links in between. So we have a total of 10 10 links on this one. Yes, it will be Robin. So that's the difference. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to leave one of the greens on. Here's the difference of an 8 compared to the 10. Do you see how it's shorter and closer together, whereas there's more room in between? And then here is 9 links for those earrings. Yep, this one, and once you get it, thank you, Jess, for the follow. I sure can. There's the 9 and the 10 close up. I was asked to bring it close up. So that's the 9 and the 10. Here is the 10 and the 8 close up. And here is the green. 10 on each side. So that's it, but see, and that's what I wanted to show you guys, is that you get to decide how much space you have and what you think that it will be good for you. Yep. And they teardrops will be at tonight's bead event and Friday night's bead event, Patty. Tonight we're going to have the 4 colors that we're seeing right now. That's this color blue, which I would say is aqua. I don't know. This blue. We're going to have the green and what I'm calling ember tonight. Now, I will, before the live event tonight, I will find out what the colors for Friday night are, because I would think, I cannot remember it all if we have red, but just think of all the Christmas ones you can make if we've got red, but I will look. All right, well, hopefully we'll be, but while we were on this, remember, just like Jade said, sometimes she sits down, thinks she's going to make one thing and she makes another. While I was doing this last size, these teardrops are 11 by 8 millimeter teardrops, 11 by 8. I had another idea for earrings using this exact same one. So I want to show you what I was thinking in my mind as I was creating today's. I could wait and do it as a different tutorial another day, but I want to try it with you guys with with what we have going on in my brain, like how I think and how we do that. All right, Rose, we'll see you tonight. So I'm going to point you guys down and show you what I'm thinking. Okay. So we're going to do this. Okay. We're going to need, I'm going to use the blue ones for this one. We're still going to use 3 beads. We're going to use 6 head pins. So let me get 6 of those. There's 4, 5, 6. Okay. We are going to put those teardrops on just like we did before with the larger end at the bottom, a little smaller at the top, and we're going to do all 6 of our head pins right away here and creating them into dangles. Ouch! I just like scratched myself. I should probably just put these all on instead of putting that up and down. Sometimes what will happen, your bead will get stuck. If it's bent, that's what's causing it to not go down. Just bend your bead a little bit and then it'll go down your head pin. Just all depends on what head pins you get. Sometimes they are a little bent and sometimes they are not. All right. Oh, oh, we can see your comments now. There's 3 for 1. There's 1, 2, 3 for the second earring. Thank you for the heart me, Lori. All right. What I want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want 9. We're going to do 9. Open up. Put a bead on. Except for I forgot to make sure that they were all closed here before I open that up. There we go. He's closed. Okay. Now we're going to close that up. There we go. Now we're going to grab this one, make sure he's closed before we open up our link. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do 9 on this side. I usually do my dangles as, whoops, I've closed that before I put that on. Let me put that on. I usually do my dangles with, where I wire wrap around what I call the post of the head pin. So I was going to say, I can't say, she's got one of them in the chat. The other one also has them too, if you live near another one like that. Or you can go to the place, I can't say. We call it the rainforest here in our house. You can go there. They will have them there too. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do 6. The reason why is because Buttercup says that that place isn't a jungle. It is a rainforest. I forgot to do this again. Getting excited to do these. I keep forgetting to close them all up. So Buttercup's the one that tells us we can't call it the jungle. Yep, so we can laugh. Okay, I'm going to do this really quick because I keep forgetting to do this. And that is, I'm just shutting the loop on all of these. That tool is called a one-step looper. I was just going to say that as you were putting that in there, Jess. That is too funny. It's called a one-step looper. The one-step looper comes in a 1.5, a 2.25, and a 3 millimeter for the loop. Whoops, I did not get my loop shut. And so with that being said, you can get all three if you want. I am using the 1.5. Each person uses different sizes for different things. I will just say that I actually use the 1.5 the most. Okay, I'm going to hold these up. Do you see what I'm doing here? And I'm going to create a 3, I think. So they are, yep. And so that is 3 loops for the top one. So we're going to put these all down at the bottom and have some chain at the top. Is what I'm thinking. We'll see what this looks like. There we go. Now I have to decide which way I want to do this. Do I want all 3 chains? So we're going to go the smallest first. Second will be the medium length. And the longest length at the back. There we go. We got that all on. Now let me close up my chain or my earring. Ta-da! It is a different way to do those. They don't have the exact same look as what we had before, but that will give you even more motion. So as you're walking, they're going to move. Okay, so I need to finish that one up. Okay, let me know, Miss Patty, how those are, because I have not been able to find them other than the Beadsmith brand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's very similar to what we've created already. This is just using more of the chain links to create this pair of earrings than the other one. And it's a little bit going to be more elongated. Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3. All right. The chain that I'm using today will be at Friday's bead event. Yep, and the thing is that you can do, I just was like, and the reason why I'm saying put the shorter one on first is that when I open these, my opening is right here, which I call the back. It's going to be to the back of your ear. And you want the shorter one in front. So that's why if you're opening with it on this side here, then that's when you want to go with the shorter one. If your opening is the opposite, because I have different style of earrings open up with that hole, open different ways. So you really just need to look at it and decide which is the front of the earring and which is the back. Longest goes to the back. And then I'm going to bring you guys up so that we can see. Yep, you could. We've got those leaves in there. You can do it with any of the beads. It just takes a larger bead to give you that look. If you would use the smaller, I will have some 6x4 millimeter teardrops. And I don't know that I would use these with the chain because I think the chain would overpower the bead. I think with this size of bead, it just gives it that right balance with that chain. And then depending on your hair color, because I'm going to show you here. I guess I do have my earrings in. but the blue are going to show up on my ear or my color hair. Whereas, yes, I know it will show up on lighter color hair, but like this will show up on a blonde. This is going to show up better than on mine. So yeah, you can use smaller chain. I just don't have smaller chain in stock right now. So I'm going to show you guys these up close. And I'm going to show you the difference between the single versus the multiple. Tonight, I will have 4 colors of teardrop ready to go. So you can see the difference in it. This one is a little beefier than this one. Okay, whoops, I dropped him off of the display. There we go. So you get to do them. And then I will have others up for grabs on Friday, Patty, just to let you know. This teardrop is 10 by, or not 10, I'm sorry. It's 11 by 8 millimeters. 11 by 8. And we're going to have tonight, we're going to have the dark blue, this aqua color blue. I don't know what color they're going to call it. We will have what I'm calling Ember. Once again, I don't know what color they're going to call it. And the green. We're going to have all 4 of those colors available tonight. Yep. And the thing is that it's really your guys' preference. And this just came to me while we were on the live. It goes back to our quote about how inspiration comes while you're working. You might totally change directions while you're doing it. I did not get that earring all the way shut. So hold on. I didn't get my earring shut and I lost some of my things. There we go. Now I got to get that earring shut. I can see what happened. These have a little, I'll show you why I didn't get it shut and explain it. Do you see how these have the little ball here? And when you have them open, that ball will sometimes go down into your opening and you think it's shut and it's not. So just to let you know, if you are using those that have the little ball, you got to make sure the ball is up higher so that it doesn't get in the way when you go to shut it. So, but that is, inspiration comes while you're working. This is an example of inspiration coming while I was working. So I'm like, whoa. So we're going to have lots of fun with those. Yep, you can make the bag charms doing that. You could even have bracelets with these beads on them with the chain. You could do, like with these, you could do the chain and then use a piece of wire or a larger head pin and put the loop on both ends and make it a connector and connect your chain all the way around a bracelet with these beads. You can do all kinds of things like the cha-cha, but nope, it's not even like the you can do it with a cha-cha, but I'm talking make it a connector. And then you have a little bit of chain, a connector and a little bit of chain. So you have that chain and beads. All right. See ya, Ashley. You could do that with the necklace too. Or you could have them hanging down with the necklace. There's lots of ideas now. We're just flowing. Oh, my Lord. If I didn't have to go packages, I'd be like, okay, let's get more stuff out and make. Because I haven't had this much inspiration just hit, like all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. And a lot of it has to do with the shape of these beads. I don't mean to, it's hitting today. That's what I'm going to say. It's hitting today. We each have times when it hits and it's just like ideas are just flowing through my mind right now. And when I would be creating jewelry for my shows, I would sit down and have all the colors of these and I would make them all and do different things and just crank them out. And so literally that is how I designed. You guys are seeing it. Whoops, I dropped my display. I hit it with the bag and dropped it. You guys are literally seeing at this moment how I designed when I did in-person shows. Yeah, this tool I would use on earrings. I wouldn't use it on the bracelet because the chances of that popping open are larger. I would do the wrap on the bracelet. The necklace, depending on how hard you are on necklaces. All right. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go get some packages out because I did not get to do them last night because of our dinner that we had with my in-laws for their anniversary. And so I'm going to go do that right now. Then I'm going to finish up getting everything ready to go for the live event tonight. We will be live on TikTok only, 8 p.m. Central for the live event. So, all right. Well, hopefully you feel good. How about that? Because you're not going to be until we have that little bambino. A bambina. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.